morning.
Good morning. So it's not quite 7 o'clock. We're leaving Esposende. It's not quite obvious where we're going to get a cup of coffee, but we do know that there's supposed to be a 24-hour place, but it's about 40 minutes down the road.
Yeah, we didn't bother with having yogurt in the room today because I think we're quite confident we'll get something.
Yeah, so worst case scenario, well, 40 minutes from now we're quarter to 8 and place is open anyway, so if you can hardly see us, yep, it's still dark. More later.
Bye.
So we went about 30 seconds past when I was telling you we were on the lookout for a coffee, and we found an early opening bakery. The lady's baking up a treat, so she's going to make us coffee, juice and some pastries. Can be lucky. Good morning again.
Good morning.
So we're all fueled up after that lovely breakfast stop. Lovely cafe. It was a bakery, a pizzeria.
Yeah.
Lady was cooking up a storm of freshly baked rolls.
Yeah.
But one thing we've noticed straight away, so even though it's only a matter of probably 500 metres, we've crossed back onto the Sender littoral boardwalk part, and there's no arrows or anything.
No.
Whereas when we were 500 metres on the other direction, on the actual official coastal Camino, there's markers and arrows. So it's not a problem, and we can cut across whenever we want, but it is a difference.
Yeah, different feel.
Yeah, but I thoroughly recommend download Camino Ninja app, and on Camino Ninja app, just tell it where you're going, for Esposende to wherever you're going today, and you can download the route map, GPS onto your phone. You don't need phone coverage once you've got the GPS, and it'll keep you on the straight and narrow if you've got any concerns. But Lynn was just checking the weather, and the weather tells us it's going to be overcast today.
Not that it looks like it now, but might be a bit of a relief today. We've got a bit longer day again today,
Yeah, that's a good point.
Might be good.
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
But it's a beautiful morning so far.
Yeah, a bit chilly,
Yeah.
but very nice. More later.
Bye.
Okay, so as you're leaving Esposende, the Camino arrow is telling you turn to the right, and that's putting you back onto the coastal Camino. Whereas if you want to walk the Sender littoral, the boardwalks, that's where you go. That's where that bike's gone. And the Camino Ninja GPS trace will take you down there. But that's what we did yesterday. We followed the arrows and got back onto the other route. And early morning on the boardwalks here is quite pretty. Okay, so the boardwalks have run out, and the GPS is telling us, you'll be right, just walk along the beach for a while. So we're walking along the beach for a while towards that town way in the distance.
Lucky it's low tide.
Yeah, don't know whether you heard that, Lynn said, lucky it's low tide. Who knows about these things? All right, more later. Okay, so just following the GPS trace. No boardwalks now. So, well, there is that town just over there, so we'll take stock of ourselves, but this, I don't know where you'd go without GPS at that last bit, because the track just ran out onto the beach. Interesting. It's just gone 9 o'clock. We're steadily making our way. Rugged old coastline up here. So today's track is definitely not boardwalks. We've been in and out of farmers' fields. Now we're on soft sand. Still heading in the right direction though, hopefully. So quite a few sections where the GPS trace just disappears into a little sandy track along the beach. We're just going with it at the moment. At least wherever we've got the coast on our left and we're walking, I'm guessing we're heading north. So hopefully more later. Okay, it's just gone 10 o'clock or so. We were finding the walking through the sandhills a bit slow.
Yeah.
And we thought we've still got 13k to go today. And walking through soft sand is hard on your knees.
Yeah.
So we did what we did yesterday and we turned right and walked 800 metres into the town of Belinho.
So we did about 10 k's this morning on the sand dunes.
Yeah. And then we've turned right, come to Belinho and picked up the Coastal Camino, which was always our plan today. It didn't seem to be a big deal. There was a cafe right where it needed to be. And now we're back on this route, so more later.
Bye.
And straight away, when we're on the Coastal Camino, there are yellow arrows. So that's something to just be aware of. Camino Ninja GPS track and you're in business, but don't expect yellow arrows on the Sender littoral path. Good morning again.
Good morning.
So it's just gone 11 o'clock. We're steadily making our way now on the official Camino Coastal. It's confusing, isn't it? And we find ourselves in amongst eucalyptus trees. We're out of the town again. Nice soft walking tracks.
Yeah. A lot more feel of the Caminos we're used to.
Yes, so we're thinking about lunch in about an hour. And we should be well over halfway by then. And today's been quite a good variety. We've had walking on
Mildly.
boardwalks up to our knees in sand, not quite, but let's call it.
In amongst farmland.
Farmland, yes. In the town, and now we seem to be out in the countryside. So a bit of everything. And this is lovely at the moment. Not sure what this is all about.
Will I leave a bracelet?
This is lovely walking. Shady, soft under your feet. Got to watch out for the branches every now and then. We've had everything today. So the last hour has been up, up, up. We're way up. And we're stopping for a breather, but we've still got more to go. So hopefully this is the climb of the Coastal Camino.
I didn't sign up for this.
So we're at the church, which we think means we're at the top. Didn't sign up for this morning.
This is bad
Well, we thought we were at the top, but we've come around the church car park and now there's another top and it's up there. Holy dooly. All right, away we go. So this is down the other side that we came up, that we were complaining about. And just got to be a little bit careful here because it's a really easy place to twist your ankle. Not sure how far this goes down because we weren't expecting to walk up and down a mountain today on the Camino Coastal. There you go. Something a bit different. Good afternoon.
Hi.
So it's 2:15.
We've had it.
We reckon we've got another hour to go. It's turned out to be hot and humid more than heat.
Yeah.
And
Hard cobblestone roads.
yeah, cutting across from the Senda Litoral to the Coastal Camino brought us right at the base of the big mountain that we just crossed. And it probably has added some Ks to our day that we weren't expecting.
Wasn't our best move.
Wasn't our best move, shall we say it like that? But we're going to grin and bear it for the next hour, and I reckon that should get us there.
Yep.
You probably haven't met Tough Lynn yet on this Camino. Stubborn Lynn, but she might come out this afternoon. All right, guys, more later.
Bye.
Okay, so there's the bridge that leads into our town tonight. So I think we're on the home track. Okay, well, we've seen this street in so many people's Portuguese Camino videos, and here we go.
Found it.
Not for any other reason other than we just happened to pass it.
We don't really know what it's about.
It's quite effective though.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's just about, what, 5:15, something like that?
Yeah.
And the town's absolutely dead. So whether the restaurants will spark up at 7. So,
Yeah, but we want dinner soon.
yeah, but it is very quiet.
Oh yeah, because there's nothing, nothing open.
Yeah?
Because up until now, Portugal has been really quite catering for us with our
early eating.
dinners. Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, we'll keep exploring.
But this has been great
Yes.
to find this.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
So, today's been a long day.
Very long day.
So what did the kilometres end up to
31.
be? Okay, so we left Esposende this morning heading for Viano do Castelo.
Yeah.
Here, yeah. And started out walking along the boardwalks, but it didn't take long out of Esposende that the boardwalks disappeared and became
Sand dunes.
Sand dunes and just
Nothing.
The GPS trail basically took you around the back of farmers' fields through the sand dunes, and it was really slow going.
Yeah, hard work. Yeah.
So we took the opportunity to cut across to the Coastal Camino, so not the Senda Litoral that we're walking on. And it took us about a kilometre or so.
To walk up to it.
Which was fine. We connected with it okay. Except where we connected with it was just the start of probably the biggest climb on the Coastal Camino, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was hot and humid. And
it was a big climb.
Yeah.
It was a big climb.
It's heavy going. And a little bit like we experienced some years ago, we walked the Via Francigena with some friends. And what we noticed was the Via Francigena walked through the foothills behind towns.
So you went up at the beginning of the day into the hillside and you didn't come down till the end of the day.
So we passed a number of towns but didn't go into them.
No.
So consequently, there wasn't the opportunity to sit down and have something to eat or drink. So anyway, eventually we made it down to the bridge and across the bridge. But it was a long, hot, humid day. So just be aware, if you're planning to do that walk from Esposende, just have a good think about it, because it's a
And it
long
wasn't
day.
just us. We actually asked another 2 girls that passed us late in the day.
And they'd be way younger than we are.
Yeah, and they said, no, we didn't expect this to be this long and hard either. From what their guidebooks or whatever they were using had said. So
yeah, so it was an interesting day. And the other thing that was really quite weird, the time we've been in Portugal, we've commented a number of occasions, it's really good, because unlike Spain, where the restaurants don't open till late, everywhere we've been so far, there's always been early open the cafes for us to have dinner.
not tonight.
Not in this town. 7 o'clock was probably the earliest, pretty much, that they open. And it was a real surprise, because we haven't experienced that.
No.
So,
But I'm saying today was really hard.
a big day.
It hurt.
Yeah. And you would have seen that in the footage.
Yeah, it really hurt. It was hot, and after 31 Ks, of course, my feet were hurting and burning and aching. But we bounced back.
Yeah, we'll see how we go tomorrow.
Yes.
We're off north to Camino, and that'll be our last day in Portugal before we cross over into Spain. So hopefully we'll go better tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for watching, and more later.
All right, good night.
Bye.